In today's video, we will talk about the urgent message that needs to reach you right now. So we have three piles over here. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Whichever pile you are most drawn to, please choose that and skip to the timestamp for that pile. I have listed the timestamps below in the video description. Please skip to that and you can hear your chosen pile's urgent message. If you are drawn to more than one pile, feel free to choose 2, or if you feel like all 3 of the messages are required to be heard by you right now, that is totally fine. You can hear all the 3 messages. So see you in your urgent message. If you have chosen pile number 1, then let's start with your reading. Here are your cards. So these are your 6 tarot cards for pile number 1. 3 of Cups, King of Swords, King of Wands, 8 of Wands reversed, the High Priestess, and 5 of Swords. So I'm going to move cards a little because these cards are very, very positive. Even this one. But these 2 cards have our main message here. So pile number 1, what I feel for you is you are in the middle of some kind of conflict or dispute where others are trying to overpower you. Especially you can see here that this person seems quite sad, even though we see a flying bird here. But the one sitting here on the chair seems to be in more power. And also for the 8 of Wands reversed, if we look at the straight card, it feels like this bird is going somewhere with light in its mouth and seems like it is going to set fire somewhere. But the card is reversed. So what I gather from this situation is somebody, maybe at your work or even in your family or friends, is trying to overpower or dominate your situation. And you might be feeling quite dejected right now. But the best thing to do is have your composure. Think of yourself in a very powerful position and not react. So these 2 cards, the King of Swords and King of Wands here, they seem to point out that 2 authorities or 2 parties here in the situation want to exert their opinion or their views. And this card here tells us that there is some group which you are dealing with. It might be some social group, a group of friends, or even at work. There might be a group of people who are trying to influence you. But the solution out of this problem seems to be that you should take a step back and just wait for the situation to pass. Not do anything else, just wait. As in, buy yourself some time, because even this card reverse seems to point out that 8 of Wands is saying rather than going in full speed, try to buy yourself some time so that you can revert this situation. So mainly, whatever area of your life that you have conflict in, it is best to buy yourself some time. And as you'll buy yourself some time, you will see that the opposite party, whoever it may be, whether it is at work or at home even, whoever is trying to influence you or overpower you with their dominating energy, they will calm down and ultimately the situation will come in your favor. So now that we have looked at our tarot cards, let's see what the oracle cards have here for group number 1. So the first card we have is play. Then the moon card is saying about prosperity. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Nothing will come out of this situation. Void of course moon. So these 3 moon cards are here, and then we have one other card from another deck, and we have 2 more cards here, doubt and despair. So looking at these cards, it feels like these cards are pointing out that even though prosperity lies ahead, and Taurus, as maybe you would know that Taurus is very very fixed sign, or it can be adamant sometimes, because like a bull, the energy is of adamance or being very firm in your views. So prosperity does lie ahead, but what do you need to release before that? And as far as all your cards are here, it feels like you need to release doubt and despair of this conflicting situation. Rather than being in despair, it is best to release the situation and not worry about what the result will be. As we have even in this card, nothing will come out of this situation. The only thing that I think you should do right now is engage yourself in some play. Put yourself out of the situation, take some time, take a break, and don't push to make decisions very quickly or to exert your opinion on someone. Take some time out, have some fun, celebrate something, and don't be too much serious about this situation. As you'll see that you'll pause, the despair and doubt will go away, and ultimately prosperity will come for you, because the situation will dissolve on its own, and then whatever you want to do, you can make the situation play in your favor. So I hope this reading for pile number 1 was useful, and if this did resonate with you, please comment below and let me know how was this reading for you. I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you. Bye. Now is the time for the reading of pile number 2. So let's see what pile number 2 has in store for us. So seems like whoever chose pile number 2 has been running on exhaustion, to be frank. It seems like whoever pile number 2 has chosen is going to have a sudden change or break of routine, or there is something that is going to end abruptly. You might be feeling it already, but if not, something is going to come to an immediate end, or it will require you to change, which is being shown from this Tower card here. As you'll see, because of the lightning striking, there is a fire and people are falling down. So seems like lightning can strike very suddenly, and that is when people here would have been required to make a change. But to act on this, I can see from the 6 of Wands and 2 of coins here that for some reason you are feeling unsupported, or you are feeling like wherever you are in a public situation, you are not getting the recognition or the praise that you deserve, and you are feeling that you are alone in this situation, or you are completely unsupported and there is no one that you can fall back on. And 2 of coins here seems to point out that maybe it could be because of your own improper time management, or because you are not being a very organized person. You do not have a proper schedule or a routine to get you out of this situation. You might be fighting blind, and because you are not going to this situation in a strategical and well thought manner, because of that, you feel like you are being pushed a lot, and whatever structure needed to be there is not, and that is why either publicly somebody is humiliating you, or publicly they are not recognizing your effort, and you feel completely unsupported because of this situation. And to be frank, because this card seems to point out that you might be hitting blind targets. Even the fool seems to point out that maybe it is not the time to act the way you are doing. You are being too reckless in the situation, and that is why you might need to calm yourself. The King of Cups here points out that you need to act in a mature and calm manner. And to be able to do that, rather than just hitting targets blindly, maybe take a step back. Even if people are not appreciating you and you are trying too much to impress them, rather than doing that, try to take a step back and then have a broader picture of the situation. And whatever situation you are in, sudden change will come in it, which might be completely unexpected, because if you'll see this card, the Nine of Wands, this girl here seems to have these restricting her view of the hut here. And because this card is reversed, it means like maybe you have formed your own mental restrictions, but still you are pushing too hard. You are not following your intuition. Rather than that, in a very haphazard manner, you are trying to face the situation. And the best thing to do right now is to get a grip of your emotions, to calm yourself down, to think properly, take some time to think, and then face this situation. You might be trying to get somebody else's validation, but because you are working in such a haphazard manner and there is no one supporting you, you might be feeling very lost right now. So, I would like to point out again, the best thing you can do in this situation is to get yourself grounded, to calm down and not act emotionally, to take some time, ground your energy, and rather than forcing a result, just try to be calm. Even though I understand it will be really difficult, but the best thing that you can do right now, rather than aggravating this situation that you are in, just calm down. Take some time to think about what exactly is going on in your life. Get more message. Let us look at the oracle cards as well here. So we have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Exactly what I was saying here. Take some time to reflect what is not aligned in your life. Then for the moon cards, we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Be bold and make the first move. And the main message we have for you here is self-love and contentment. So let us read what these two cards are saying. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. This card aligns so well with whatever I was telling you here. So your oracle card is saying you should practice self-love rather than judging yourself too much, and not think that you are being too critical. Just take some time. So this card here is clearly saying that you need to not be so critical of yourself and practice self-forgiveness. And based on all your cards here, it seems to me that Maybe this situation that we are discussing here is related to your work somehow. Because full moon in Capricorn, this card specifically tells about Capricorn energy, and it points to me that something at your work is pushing you. Maybe you are trying to juggle too much and you are not being an organized person, and that is pushing you into taking haphazard actions. And rather than that, you need to take some time to be content, to not be too judging on yourself, and rather than that, take some time out. Let's read what is written here on the contentment card. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I am right here resting in God. So, this card clearly tells us that you are very, very capable. You are doing really well. But because right now you have not been following a proper routine or working in a timely manner, you don't have a structure, but you are trying to impress people too much, maybe, and that is affecting your output. So you need to take a back step, and rather than being too much in your head, as we have here, the end of a tough cycle approaches. You can expect some change, and because this change would be very sudden, it is time to be bold and make the first move. So let the situation change a little and then show your strength rather than working in an unplanned way and just scattering on your energy here and there. Align your life. This is the main action card for you. What is not aligned or needs to change? So you need to spend some time in self-reflection, but in the most positive way, not being too critical on yourself, with all the self-love and knowing that you have all the capabilities. It's just that you need to structure yourself, and then whatever situation will come, or however this situation will unfold, you will be able to act on it boldly, and you will have the situation in your control rather than the situation here controlling you. So I hope this resonated with you, and if you like this reading, please press the like button, and if you would like more such readings, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you, pile number 2. Bye. Whoever has chosen pile number 3, this is your urgent message. So let's see what we have here for pile number 3. So for pile number 3, seems like the situation that we have here might be related to your business or finances or work somehow. Because we have coins here, and coins here as well. So 3 cards of coins means something related to finances or prosperity, business might be your urgent message here. Maybe you are a business owner and this message is for you, and that is why you got pulled to pile number 3. So let's see what do we have here. 10 of Wands, which has the skull here. It's not exactly a negative card. From this card, what I can sense is there might be too many tasks at your hand and you are trying to juggle them all. And because of that, because of multitasking or having too much in your hands, you are either struggling or you might be not able to see the opportunity that could come because of either delegating or training other people. And because you have so much at your hand, this might be pointing to a very soon burnout. You might be too tired with all the responsibilities that you have at your hand, and you are feeling like, for how long can I manage this? And even though I see all these cards are very, very positive for you, so that means ultimately you are going to have a very good return or very good output or very good result from the situation. But because you are over tiring yourself or trying to control everything, because of that there might be a stagnation in this situation. If this is in relation to your business, it could be that you are a sole entrepreneur or sole proprietor and you are trying to manage everything solo. You are not ready to hire someone to help you out. But if you do hire someone, this reversed wheel of fortune, this stagnated stage that you have reached, or this sudden block in your energy, this can get open or we can unblock the situation. So what I'm seeing here is, if you will hire new people, you might come up with very new ideas, and because there will be people handling the day-to-day operations or handling the mundane tasks, your creativity can go into new opportunities which you might not even be able to see right now. And King of Wands here points out that you are a very good leader. Maybe not that good doer, but you are good in leading or strategizing rather than doing things. So it would be better if you hand over the regular tasks to someone else and focus your energy into the new avenues or thinking out of the box, so that Nine of Wands, see how many fruits it has here. And then it has this bird here as well who is sitting on the watermelon. So this points out that the fruits of your ideas or your efforts are so plentiful that they can be shared with others. But this cannot happen till the time you have a very restricted view and you are blocking your own next level. You are blocking your own upliftment out of this situation. So the urgent message for you here is, maybe learn to collaborate with people and not think of them as a stress. Rather, think of them as an added bonus for you, because they will help you think of new opportunities in the market. They will free up your time for thinking outside the box. And because I had mentioned earlier as well that this too much exhaustion or controlling each task or micromanaging might be tiring you out, or it might lead to burnout if you go this way. So better than burning out, take some time and think about sharing your responsibilities with others. So now let us look at your oracle cards and maybe they might be able to tell us more. So the first message we have here is, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? This aligns completely with whatever I was saying earlier. That because you are so occupied in over managing things that you are dimming your light out. And this dimming of light, see how blindfolded or how these are restricting their own view and they are not able to open their third eye. That is why they are not able to see what lies ahead. And it might be that very good opportunities wait for you, but because you are so exhausted or too overworked, you are not able to see them right now. Then we have here, hold your vision, fixed moon. Conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse, impatient, and relationships. So relationships straight away points out that you need to collaborate or let other people help you out or contribute to your success. And your impatience or your trying to control everything might be restricting your view. Don't dim your light and hold your vision, because your goal might be very big and it does deserve to come into this world, but till the time you have blindfolded yourself or you are acting with impatience, you might not be able to see the good conclusions that are there in store for you. So, the full moon eclipse card, whenever it comes, it means like something is reaching conclusion or something is about to come to an end, and now you need to stop worrying about it. You now need to let go of the reins and let things unfold on their own. You just need to hold your vision. You just need to hold your dream and be certain that things will turn out for me the way I want them. But only thing I need to do before I get the results as I want is to let go of control, to not be impatient with what you desire, but let things be as they wish to unfold. The full moon eclipse card comes. This means something is coming to an end, and that thing is not in our control anymore. So we should not try to control it and rather let it be, because we need to be in the energy that things will turn out as I want them or even better than that. And rather than trying to control it, if I put my energy in visualizing what I want, that would be better. Not try to control the situation, but rather let it unfold on its own. Try to seek help or let other people help you out. Because when you are being too pushy or you are being too demanding on the situation, then you yourself block your good fortune, which is being told from this card as well. The wheel of fortune gets reversed because of blocking your energy. Group number 3 should focus on holding their energy and holding the vision that they want rather than trying to force the results. Don't let anyone try to tell you what the results should be, and not even yourself. Let them unfold in their own natural way, and whatever you expected, something better than that, way better than your imagination, will come as a result. So I hope this resonated with pile number 3. If you liked this reading, or if in any way this was exactly what you were feeling and now you have an action that will help you to hold your vision, an action that suggests what you can do to improve in this situation, please let me know below. Please subscribe to my channel if you like such readings, and I hope this urgent message brings the change that you were seeking in your life. Thank you once again, and see you in the next video.